Hello YouTube. Fix that. Nova Piper. There you go. Different phone today. Other one's dead. This one might die. Smoking Virginia tobacco. Smoking Orlick today. Golden Slice. I'm actually developing a taste for Virginia now. I suppose it was a matter of time. From what all the hardcore guys and gals told me. I think it was actually a woman pipe smoker who told me that you'll go through a phase of aromatics and then English and then Virginia. I still like my English. That ring rash, can you see that? That one in there is bad. That's from sweat. It's not the reaction to the metal, or I'd have them on all my fingers. It's sweat right under your rings. Great big Jesus rings, and your skin don't breathe. Anyway. And develop a taste for Virginia. Oh, and try to beat this cold. I don't mind the Mississippi River, and I don't mind the vapor from them guys from Seattle Pipe Club. I forget what it's called, Potlatch or the other one. One's out of an English and one's a vapor. I get them mixed up. What do you call it? Anyway, I forget. It's a Dunhill, yeah, Dunhill Flake. Not Navy Flake, just Dunhill Flake. It's a white and blue tin. I don't mind that. You gotta be in the mood for it though. And you gotta smoke it real slow. See, I was such a fast smoker, it's probably why I didn't enjoy it. And I stopped drying my tobacco out like I used to, because I was right into the dry tobacco for a while. Another beautiful day. Had a yard sale yesterday. We had an all-day yard sale. My buddy had a bunch of junk here, so we made quite a $1,500 in the yard sale. We had a hoot. I sold some silver for $50. Cost me less than 10. I was just kind of, wasn't trying to sell anything. I was just sitting out there in the sun, chill it out, act like a fool. I think I'm going tonight. Me and my buddy are going to go do some photography around supper time. The sun's a bit lower in the sky. Try to get some nice shadow shots, you know, long shadows. He's got a half-decent camera, but he doesn't really know how to use it, so I'm going to try to show him a few tricks. Starbucks beans in a Tim Hortons cup. Oh my god, it's so itchy, I don't want to scratch it. what I was doing. Look at that. Working on my SAP breadboard computer, the bin eater design. SAP, simple as possible. Got 2 registers and an arithmetic logic unit. Register is going to store 8 bits. That's it. It passes the information to the ALU, and then it will be able to add or subtract it and display it on 8 LEDs. So from 256, so 0 to 255 integers. Pretty cool how it all works. These chips here, this is a register, and this is a register, and that's a register. And these LEDs shows the value that's inside of them, and then they're going to connect this way to a bus like this. The bus will be able to move data back and forth, but this one's connected directly to that one, and this one's connected directly to this one. So this one's, I can either add this value to this one or subtract this value from this one. So these chips, these 2 chips here are going to allow me to do subtraction. These are buffers, so that you allow data to travel in one direction. These are 4-bit counters. These are like little JK flip-flops that allow me to store the data. I'm learning all this shit. Then I go and I get all the data sheets. Oop. Look at the data sheets, and then I look at the pin layouts, and and then there's these wires that have the, it's like tells you if you can how to write to the chip to turn the chip on. You move it to negative, and this chip, when you turn it off, you move it to positive. Write enable. Positive would be high, negative would be low, so they're like high low, they call it. I'm learning it, and it's like so easy. I didn't think it was this easy. Or I can just learn it on the internet. That's fun. Got a bunch of parts coming from China. Oh, excuse me. Got a bunch of parts coming in from China. The guy who's doing it online, he kind of shows you how he's doing it. But I'm not copying his wiring or how to hook it up, because my chips are different than his. His chips are old, really old. They're hard to get. That's why I got some chips from China. They're like from the 60s and 70s. But he's trying to do it. There's a reason he's using those chips. It's for the LEDs. They don't put out as much current, so you can hook an LED up directly, and I have to have little resistors on mine. So I got 2 rails here. One for the LED, like an LED bus, and I got my LEDs in parallel. Because my chips are called HCT, they're CMOS chips, and they're readily available and dirt cheap. And they do the same thing, 7400 series, but they're cheap, cheap, cheap. Old technology, but it's for learning. I'm learning a shitload. I'm learning on my own. I don't know if that's legal. Look at my clock. Another hobby. That's what people say to me. When I got laid off of work and I went back to school, stayed off. I didn't work for 10 months, then I've been gone back to school now since December. And man, how do you do it? How can you just sit around and do nothing all the time? It's like, what do you mean do nothing? Fuck, I got tons of hobbies, man. Or distractions, or whatever you want to call them, keep me busy. I'm always fucking around. I got a whole setup in there, man. I got a whole room set up with just friggin' Linux servers and, you know, network cable running everywhere, and desk and electrical components and breadboards, and I make guitar pedals in there, and I do this shit and play around with my servers. And, you know, I'm hosting websites. I'm doing all my websites I'm doing at school. I'm hosting myself, and all the instructors are, well, you know, you really shouldn't do that. You know, you should. So why shouldn't I do that? Why they want me to like sign up for these free hosting services? Like, fuck that shit, man. I'll do it myself. Music, another hobby. I like playing video games too. Photography. I'm going over to photography and doing some photography in today. Smoking pipes. You know, man, I got lots of hobbies. I combine my hobbies. You know, tinkering with electronics and music, and that's why I make guitar pedals while smoking a pipe. You know, yeah, I'm getting right into the Virginia. It's right awesome in the backyard. Look at that. I don't know if you can be able to see it. I don't know how well that turned out. Yeah, I might just sit out in the backyard here today and take off my shirt and play around with this shit and get some sunshine and wait for my buddy to show up, and then throw some coconut oil on, because I'll be, my skin will be all fucked up from the sun. I love the sun. I hate winter so much, man. I love this time of year. Especially, you know, and what summer brings. And all that jazz. We were carrying on yesterday with the yard sale because I had my bucket of silver, but I didn't have it sitting out because I don't want it to be sitting there. People walk off with it. Not that it's worth much, but, and it's not, you know, it's not for everybody. So I'd always say, I'd joke. This is a joke, right? I'd say, my buddy's girlfriend was here, so I'd say, you let me know if you see any fat white women come by, some fat old white women, because I know they'll buy it. And sure enough, like all these older ladies, you know, will come by. It's like, oh, that's not a nice jewelry there. Are you interested? No, I got a whole bucket of silver here. And I'm showing her all the old jewelry, because a lot of the old scrap silver I have is old estate stuff. So it's like old lady jewelry. Women were buying it right up. And I'm playing the game. Oh, come on, you can give me a better price than that. Oh, Jesus, come on, I can't. And I paid nothing. I could give it away and make money. It was kind of funny. We were laughing. Cool people, too. You meet some cool people this way. You meet a lot of idiots, though. It's funny. You know, we're having a yard sale, so it's all cheap shit. Somebody else's junk, as I call it. This guy will pull up in his big fancy car. You know, he's all dressed up in his $400 shoes, and man, he's wheeling and dealing and wheeling and dealing over $5 for a Coleman fucking stove. Oh well, I guess that's why he's driving a fancy car. Hey, well, that's why I take the bus. Kind of funny. Anyway, back at her. Thanks for watching. See ya.